Fourth year at 24 begins with a huge event, as always, and this year the huge event is a train crash. We had to do it in pieces, obviously, and you never actually see the train derailing, but you do see the aftermath, and that's what's behind me here. We've had 3 directors on this one piece. I'm doing all the first unit at the train wreck. Tim Isfano is actually doing the train hitting the truck bomb, which happens another night completely. It's going to be a massive explosion. Joseph Hodges shot all the train aftermath with the reporters and the firemen and all of that. So between the 3 of us, we're going to sort of create this train crash.
Can I have the fireman, please?
Yes.
Let's shoot.
Ask him, just ask him what he had for breakfast or whatever, or if you want to play the train crash.
We're looking for this.
Here, I want to be here.
Guys, we're setting up a video shot right here, and you're in this shot. Are you shooting right now?
Yeah, we're about to.
Okay, thank you.
This is a close set at the moment. You're doing a bit of this. Go and check on Jen.
Show me your hands and touch one hand with another. Just make it easy. From outside. Yes. Okay, now you can wipe your hands over your legs. Legs.
I'm going to come in and do the tight stuff afterwards, but for this wide, this is all going to be background, so don't worry about it. Don't go too crazy.
Okay.
I'm just shooting video here. We're just doing the aftermath of this crash. We show some of the injured people and some of the police interviewing the eyewitnesses. It's just all for news footage. This is going to be on a television in the background in a living room. Is he in now? Oh, sorry, wrong camera. Guys, don't go crazy. She's a reporter on this video. It's a TV in the background.
Okay.
Guys, can you move like 6 feet down that way? I can see sparks coming out from the back of her head because I fired. I could move the camera around a little bit so she had sparks coming out the back of her head. That's okay.
You can even just go and just push the zoom a bit. That'll look just as cool. Now we're going to do one more rehearsal with everybody.
Rock the train, please.
Action.
This poor man's process, making motion with the shadows and the lights.
Simulate the train moving.
Poor man's process is just taking a vehicle, in this case a train, while it's stationary and shaking it, so it's simulating that it's moving. It's a lot easier on a car than it is a train.
Did you feel that movement, by the way?
Jay was waiting for the sound effects.
Let's work this one out a little bit. I'd like to see 1, 2, 3 of them get down and she can. Would that be cool? Can you do that?
Ah, let's start again. Oh, it's fine. Come on. We're a reporter in the field. Let's go. I'm sorry.
No, don't touch me.
When the ambulance goes, I want to see all that stuff. I mean, this is beautiful. Okay.
Rescue workers are working desperately.
It would have been nice to shoot all of it at this time when the sun is setting, so it feels more like the sun was rising. But we have to clear up, and John is now going to come with the first unit and shoot the actual story stuff, the important stuff.
How'd it go? Lots of good stuff.
Friday.
CTU screens all year.
An hour's worth of footage.
That's great. Coffee cup down. 3, 2, 1, go! Up! And forward! Cut. Were you trying to time your coffee cup? Because I got to get that right. Okay. Okay, then I was waiting for you to put it down, but I'll just count. Okay. That worked really well. That worked great. That looked really good. Bar's open.
There's a bar back here. We're mobile. Stop.
Wait, there's no adults here.
He's got a bow tie on. You're great.
Reverse rap party tonight on the train.
Nice.
Yes.
Knife's the way to go. Knife's harder to shoot, but it looks better.
You got nuts there?
I do.
We know where we're going?
You're right. Yeah.
No wisecrack.
Right turn.
I love this like this. You got this in the foreground. You don't see the train wreck yet. You see the guy on the bike come up, Then, as he goes that way, you go, right, and reveal the whole thing.
This angle's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's just shoot it.
What's happening right now is all the night work, and it's the aftermath. We have one of our characters coming in on a motorcycle, finding another character, and stealing what is going to be a very important part of this year, this case with computer components.
I just got in a fight with somebody, and there was a slight altercation.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to press
You
charges.
think I look bad? Wait till you see the guy messed up.
I don't want to press charges.
They slathered some goop on me, something sticky, not sure what it was. It was in a clear bottle. Then they threw this red stuff on me, and then she actually crushed up real glass and stuck it on my arm. Got it here on my forehead and in my hair. And they got a nice piece right there.
I know you've got the one line, but it never really stops.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, you just keep it going. You know, even when he's leaving, please don't leave me, don't leave me.
Great,
I mean,
okay,
go for it. Go for it, okay?
John, do you want him to come into it?
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to fall into it.
On action, our stunt double Brian will fall down out of the doorway, and then John will yell switch. Brian will get up, run out of frame. Jeff will run in. He'll take the same place that Brian landed. Then John will yell action for a second time. Jeff will then stagger over, crawling, staggering, and land with his head about right where the fruit is.
He won't shoot you right away because I want to see who you are. I want to see you struggling with the gun, okay? And same thing. I'm going to let you beg before she's shooting you way too early, okay? And then boom, okay? We kill people really artistically. We do it in a way that the camera's not set on the person or the person shooting or the person dying, but the camera's moving and it gets there just a little late. It almost feels like you were really watching something that really happened, almost like somebody with a video camera behind a tree watching it happen. And so it always feels more real to me than most shows.
Background! Action, Chad.
You know what? It's like a disco in there. Look at it.
Too much?
Yeah, it's way too much.
All right, David.
Let's cut. Let's cut. Stan, was that what it was supposed to do, or?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It goes that long?
Yeah. Depends on how long a piece I put in here.
Okay. I want you in hysteria right off the top.
Got it.
We've got a train sitting on top of you.
Okay.
Okay, go for it.
Cool.
All right.
Excuse me. What?
Can you just come talk to Jeff real quick and let him know what we'd like him to do?
Everything you did before, everything we've done for the last 17 takes, you're doing again. Everything. I told you to be here like this, like you walked in here, as if you just walked here for the first time. You walk here, you sit here. You look at him, you look at him. When you hear him, you turn right into your lens. That's the shot.
But
I need.
he was laying there the whole time.
Okay. Bang, bang, and then boom. Okay. Look at me. You're gonna turn and shoot right here. Here we go.
All right, lock it up, please, and roll sound.
Hey, Mark.
Action. That's better. It's not a disco train.
Cut.
Good job all around. Tighter lenses. Let's go. So it's going to start way down. So Maddie starts way back. Keep going, keep going.
We're just doing a overlap explosion of what we're going to do next Tuesday when we actually hit the train into a truck that'll be breaching the tracks. Tonight, the fireball will be about the same as it's going to be Tuesday, probably about the same size as this tree over here. Gets that gas raising up as it's on fire, creates your fireball, and in about a second and a half, it's over.
Ow. The dangers of filmmaking.
We're getting within a few minutes of firing this thing up. So we should clear everyone away from the train cars that are on the tracks.
Cut. You okay, guy? You went down pretty soft, actually. Can you go just a tad slower? This guy's just a race motorcycle guy. He's just like... Camera action. big as the tree. But you ended up perfect. That's exactly where they said it was going to be.
Yeah, it's safer.
Yeah, no, it was great.
I mean, we could do it multiple times. We'd have to let things cool down, but we're shooting for a one-taker, so then we can go home.
This is part of episode 1. We begin our year. This is the first terrorist strike in 24. And what they're going to do is they're going to stop this train by putting a truck on the tracks filled with explosives. And the flame will go about 80, 90 feet in the air. Yeah, you could be safely in here, you know,
In the foreground.
or even out this way a little more. I mean, here you're going to be okay, I would think.
Yeah, well, we can get a...
How far off is that truck going to be off the side of the road? In other words, how close to the tracks can we get with the camera?
Well, that side's going to be pretty clear.
So we'll set it down there and pull it back, and if it gets scary, run like hell.
Yeah.
You know, the danger is great, but we're trained to know how far back to be away from this. Our explosives guys are absolute experts. If they say the flame's going to go 60 feet in the air, it'll go 60 feet in the air. If they say it's going to go 10 feet off the side of that train, you could stand at 11 feet and not be burned. That's how good these guys are at this.
So we're rigging this down here to throw sparks out on the tires to represent the brakes coming on in a panic stop. Not that it would really happen, but it's good for the TV. It's like putting my head in the lion's mouth.
The way this was scripted originally was we had two trains colliding. Of course, it's cost prohibitive, so we can't really crash two trains into each other. So we decided to crash a train into a truck full of explosives to derail the train. We have a 1970 pickup truck with 8 different explosions in it, and there's spikes on this train that'll go through the cab, pick up the truck so we don't just smack the truck and knock it off the tracks, basically. So as far as explosions go, it's 2 circuits on those 8 bombs that'll be within a half second of each other. It'll look like one big explosion. Because we don't shoot it slow motion, we'll try to make it last as long as we can, but basically it's about a second, second and a half, and it'll be over.
These V-pans have baggies of gas over them with lifters underneath. So these are directional. They'll spray this way and this way, but not out this way. Then we have a det cord, which will set a can of gas on, and they'll all go at once, so pretty much obliterate the back of the truck.
Det cord is basically, it's called primacord, and it's detonation cord they use a lot in blasting. It's a high explosive that burns at about 23,000 feet a second. It's just extremely volatile. So it's good stuff, though.
We're just waiting for the word, and we'll be finishing up the loading.
That camera down the side will be a cool shot. Oh, yeah, right. It'll be a great shot.
I'm going to be right there, so I'll need air protection.
Yeah, I mean, it's not real bad, but...
It'll be. I never. Every time I think it's going to be like really loud, it's not. Then
right.
It won't be bad. It knocks me over, you know. All right. In about 10 seconds, I'm either going to be a hero or owe somebody a lot of money.
It's like every little boy's dream.
Oh man.
Okay, we're hot.
Well, here we go. Put in your earplugs. Look at that. Awesome. Ooh, let's do that again.
Make sure that all those lifters went off in there.
Clouded up the lens before it ever saw the hit. It's all, yeah, no, it's all this thing. Yeah. Like I said, I'm looking for the sparks.
Well, that was the shot. How's the lens?
Fine.
Okay.
So this side looks good.
Well, the number board on this one's going to have to go. Considering the paint was supposed to be removed after 1 week last December for that shoot, train wins again.
Nice boom.
One charge, not go.
One charge didn't go?
Middle,
Well, look at Rick Rick got some great pictures. You got to see them. A real tall fireball. I mean,
Really?
it's, you see a
That
lot
was
of it.
it was the one spike that I had in the center. Then I don't know if it cut the cord on it or what. But
Oh, really? Oh, but it looks great. I mean, you got to see. Go take a look at his pictures.
right on.
So
Yeah.
that was really
All right.
great. So, well, thanks.
Thank you.
Good
Thanks,
job.
guys.
Good job. Thanks very much. Marshmallows overdone. Amazing. The guys from the electronic press kit didn't come out tonight. So even the TV critics, they didn't get to see this. DVD buyers, you got to see this.
This weapon system here is the M4 carbine rifle. It's the preferred weapon of just about all special forces, whether you're a Marine, Navy SEAL, or Army Special Force soldier. It's got an op-sync suppressor, so it's difficult for the enemy to locate where you're at. It's equipped with a PEC-2 infrared laser aiming device.
You can only see with a night vision device, so the enemy couldn't see it unless you're on night vision goggles.
Ejection port, that's where the rounds will come out. Then we have a laser on this side, which is if you look off to your left, you'll see a visible red laser on the wall behind you. Where the dot goes is where the round will go.
We wanted to be able to fire the weapon and see the flame come out.
As long as it's got a Picatinny rail system, which I'm sure yours probably does.
Right.
If not, we can put our rail on yours, I'm sure, if I get with the prop guys.
Hi, Jason. It's Tim. Could you switch me down to Dick Kiker and props? Can you get M4s instead of M16s? This is our Tech Scout, which we do on every episode, but what's different today is that we're bringing the Marines out that are going to be roping out of the helicopters and the aviators that will be flying the helicopters for the rescue sequence of Secretary of Defense Heller.
Lieutenant Colonel Phil Kovacs, call sign FIRA. I'm a Cobra pilot. I'm the executive officer down at Miramar.
Lieutenant Colonel Eric Buer, call sign Ferris. I'll be the flight lead. Brian Robbins, Huey pilot. I'll be the aircraft commander next week.
Staff Sergeant Jason Calvert. I'll be the crew chief in the back of the Huey.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Pete Cromer, call sign Baca, and I'm a Huey pilot.
Lieutenant Colonel Mike Kawaguchi. I'm the operations officer for HMLA 775, and I'll also be driving one of the Cobras.
We've just walked through all this, and so they know exactly what they're getting into. I have props, but you know what, though, guys? I apologize because it's Army. What I had to do was have them take Army off there because I didn't want a bunch of angry Marines. You know what I mean? The precision that we need to have as filmmakers is what we have in common with them because of the precision of what they have to do in their job. So I guess that's the common bond between us. And again, because I'm fortunate to have the skillful people that I have, who are very precise in what they do, I think at least that's my impression, that's something that the Marines respond very positively to. Jack with Secretary Heller have come out and they're pinned down behind this car. They're in a gunfight with terrorists that are up here, and coming up from back there. These guys are starting to poke up, getting ready to fire, when number one comes through and takes out these guys. Number two comes through and takes out these guys, and then we'll light up smoke off this helicopter, and then there's going to be smoke through here. After that, the Huey comes in here, and then these guys fast rope down here.
With that kind of dust, can they still do their thing?
If it's wet down like that, they'll be able to rope, and then we really won't know until they do it. And if they can't, then they'll wave it off.
In that case, we could wet it down, just have them fly the test over as opposed to getting the cameras running and waving off, and you could see, ahead of time. And then At that point, I'll panic and come up with another plan.
This is the H1 Whiskey Cobra. We just came back from OIF, and we fly these operationally. So what you see is what actually flies currently in our service.
Huey is a utility helicopter, as the name implies, a variety of missions. Primarily, we fly with crew-served weapons, a 50 caliber machine gun, and then a 7.62 millimeter Gatling gun. We got a crew of 2 in back manning the weapons, and we also usually carry a pod of 2.75 inch rockets as well. It's an older airframe, but it's performed well for us.
What speed are you guys? What's best for the Cobras to come through here? Their speed?
60 to 80 knots. 80 knots
Okay.
is probably good. Anything less than that, we'd probably get a little not used to flying that slow. But our thing we wanted to avoid at all costs was fast.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't get you on film. You'd be a blur.
Okay, great.
I guarantee you guys are, number one, going to look great. And like I said last week to the guys in the meeting, we will give you the best meal you've ever had in your uniform. So,
okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Good seeing you again.
See you next week.
All right, we're looking forward to it. All right, thanks very much. Thanks for coming out. That's pretty good, don't you think?
That was about 50 knots. Is that good? Too fast? Too slow?
I look really good. Great speed, great altitude. It's going to be a great sequence. I think we're going to, I think we'll live up to the standard we've set for ourselves, which is pretty high, but we're ready to go.
Up here especially, we will be fast dropping right up by the steps where it is watered down, but there is a lot of debris there. Those things become projectiles and can hurt you. So if everyone can stay away from that area.
Let's just pay attention to everything that happened here today, or that we've just said, so that we can get through this day safely and effectively and really have a successful shoot.
What we have going today is what we call in the Marine Corps a combined arms exercise. Tim, you're sort of working as the ace for us today. However, you're out of uniform.
Uh-oh.
So on behalf of all the Marines here today, I'd like to present you with your uniform.
Get into your outfit, soldier. All right, thank you very much. That's it. Truly deeply honored. Thank you very much.
All right, and we're losing sunlight, so let's get started.
All right.
Today, obviously, is we're actually doing what we call a hard hit. That's where we actually come in with guns blazing with the Cobra attack helicopters, lighting up the target. We have then Huey coming in with Marines that are inserting onto the target and then carrying out their mission by killing the enemy, moving room to room, clearing zones, sweeping places, and extracting the friendlies, getting them out of there. So basically, kill the bad guys, save the good guys, and that's the end of the day. We may make it look easy on film, but it's not easy in the sense that all the Marines you're seeing out here, on average, have over 8 years of service. We're all veterans of the war in Iraq or war in Afghanistan, so all these Marines have combat experience. So what you're seeing is kind of a chance for the audience at home to step into the world of a U.S. Marine, a combat Marine, and see what it is that they do. Looks good.
Well, not bad, huh?
Shit,
It's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. The suit fits good, actually. Thank God I lost weight. I was like I was on that F-18 day. This would have been probably about here, this zipper. This is more appropriate to the number of times I've called Terry or the Pentagon and said, can I have this and that, and how about that?
There you go.
Secretary of Defense.
That's right.
It was humbling to get it, to tell you the truth. So, and I was, proud. You earn the respect of guys like this, or at least, to earn their respect is really, a high compliment. It really is. Because what they do, their line of work, they could die. We go home.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not need to be out here, please get into the tunnel or the bunker. I don't want to keep doing this all day. This is what we talked about in the safety meeting. Everybody find their positions so we can begin our day.
There they come. Can they go a little bit faster? Yep. Yeah, that was good speed.
How's that for altitude?
I think it's great. Altitude?
The second guy is perfect.
liking that, the way it's looking, real low like that in a longer run. If you can go ahead and land, pick up the Marines, and then we'll have, we're going to actually go to game day. This next run will be an actual line number for film.
Will that be the speed he approaches?
Yeah, he'll come in slow right
Okay, good.
I got the covers in the air. We're already set up.
You ready to do the
Let's just jump
briefing?
into the initial piece with the covers coming by and shoot, right?
You three guys? Okay. You guys go ahead and get your position.
For the Cobra Pass, they'll be up there.
Okay.
This is Matty Taylor. This is the stunt coordinator for 24. He's bringing on horses, motocross, explosions. This guy does it all.
We're trying to incorporate everything into the world we live in. These guys have all been killed numerous times on the show, and we're going to kill them again today.
Death number 31 and counting.
And you get a free lunch too. So
free lunch.
There you have it.
It's a mighty living.
It's not bad. It pays the bills.
Not a bad living being dead.
This is squibs inside of what we call pyrosil. It's a lightweight material that when it blows up, it'll look like concrete blowing away from the 20 caliber guns on the Cobra ships. We're going to have 4 looms of 12 on here, so it'll look like all hell's breaking loose.
One more? Just do one more. Hey, Stan?
Yes, sir.
We'll need your hits up there again.
So what we're doing here, this is a strafing run for when the Cobra comes down. Basically where all these little pin flags are, there's one of these. These are what we call Moroccan mortars. We just named them that because we made them up when we went to Morocco. But basically, charge goes down in the bottom. Fill this with cork and peat, a little bit of Fuller's earth. Shoots up about 3 feet. Just as the stunt guys are coming down here, we'll see the Cobras come around. Stunt guys will turn around, and this will march from down there at the last bunker right down the row here. Probably 2 takes in here. I think we have about 80 hits in here. So we can show the stunt guys exactly where they can stand and take the hit.
As soon as they hear it, they should turn around to fire, and then when when the bullet, they should fire until the squibs go off.
We got the helicopters in the air burning fuel, so as soon as we're loaded and ready to go.
B-Mark.
That was cool. That was really cool. Work? Yeah, I'm happy.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, it's going really well. In fact, it's going a lot better than we anticipated. The helicopters are a lot closer than we thought they were going to be. It's just everything is bigger and better than we expected. So, thumbs up. So far, so good. All that stuff. When the last 3 guys get to the bottom of the stairs, fire off in this direction. There would have been a bad guy in that corner there, and there would have been bad guys coming out of that hole right there.
You want us full auto?
Absolutely.
Do you just want us to shoot rounds at nothing, or do you want us just to shoot at the guys?
There's no guys shoot.
So there's going to be 3 guys out there, right?
No. Your
In
bad
this
guy
show,
is
there
that
will
corner. That corner of that bunker is a bad guy.
We're the last 3. We got
that tunnel's a bad guy.
You get to shoot movie bad guys.
And
movie bad guys.
And the top
you tell actors
later.
I'm just asking.
You want to
that's
hit
okay.
me? Let out full aggression?
No, that's good. We're making an actor out of you yet. We'll bring some guys out from behind the van, and they can take them out.
So you come around, they're already around.
Where's his last one?
They're going to come down the steps, and the first 3 are going to turn this way, and they'll see us, and they're going to riddle us. And he can peel around the corner, and boom, get hit. Oh, sorry.
We don't have any.
I'll get some for you. Because that'd be kind of cool if you gave a little.
We're charged. We haven't been given the okay to.
Okay, good.
Go with it.
You're going for cover. You'd be coming in here, boom, boom, boom. You go down.
I'm coming over too.
Boom. Right. You'd be in here like this, coming around, coming back up, boom, boom, taking it back. Okay, good.
A real pro can take direction from when he's on a cell phone because you spend half your life as a stuntman on a phone trying to get your next job. So it's really important to be able to multitask.
From surfer beach kid to terrorist in 10 minutes.
Down here. I want them really good hits, really good.
Oh, yeah,
boom.
we'll be chilling.
Right, chilled to the bone.
Freaking AK-47's filling us with 2 inches of brass.
Yeah, you guys are getting filled with lead.
Now, in reality, what would they do?
If we see a target, our guns comes up.
Right.
We don't come up with our guns up. It's already down.
We'll cut that down.
No, it's fine.
You sure?
No, yeah, it's like, I'm just going to pull it. So. It's like I come to here, we're shooting. Right. I'm going to stand here, I'm going to grab it, throw it, duck back, boom. It's going to go off, and then we go in.
Okay, perfect.
Come
Come on this way.
This is just cork, a little bit of Forza, a little Pyrosil like we were shooting up before. It looks like cement when it goes off. Up here is a theatrical AB flash. It'll just simulate a big bright white flash as the thing's going off and throwing everything out the door. So just simulating a grenade hit.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
What you're seeing today is a lot of Hollywood, and the Marines spend countless hours perfecting their trade, their craft, and it takes a lot of professionalism, a lot of hard work to train to the level that you're seeing today.
To actually see people doing what they do, being on news or television, that's powerful for folks at home saying, you know what, I think I'd like to serve my country. I'd like to do something more than the average thing that my friends do, and that is go in and pursue a career in the Marine Corps. We're certainly glad if that's the effect it has if a young person at home says, you know what, I think I'd like to rise to that challenge. But I'll tell that audience at home, it's certainly not easy. It's a lot of hard work.
Sometimes when people see stuff like this, they think, hey, that's great, it looks good on TV, but they quickly find out when they're wet, cold, and hungry that maybe that's not the skill for them.
5-minute warning. 5-minute warning.
We should try and do all the fast roping we can first, because if the wind shifts, they have to turn the nose of the helicopter.
All I hear is static.
Yeah, well, that's all I've been hearing all day.
Is it
I've been
push-to-talk?
pretending like I've been talking now. Yeah,
What do you call yourself?
meat.
Coyote meat.
They're shut down.
Coyote meatless. That's what. That's what I would be.
That's right.
Cut that.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a Cobra to pass above the Huey as they're roping, okay?
Positioning the Cobras now. Positioning our Cobras.
That's good right there.
This is the other film work we do. We gotta make those Marines that are doing the work look good too. But I love people all.
You got the Cobra in the frame going through. Yeah. Yeah, that looks so hot. That looks so hot, man. Oh, it was great.
I'm feeling we head over behind.
Yeah, we're over here. We got that one. That was really good. All right, way to go. Bravo, guys. Way to go. We'll make actors out of you yet. We'll make you an actor. Way to go, guys. Way to go. Thank you. Got it. Wait till you see this film. You guys are going to be impressed.
Very nice.
You're going to be impressed. All right. Any of this stuff today, it all worked to perfection. It just, I think the shot that was probably one of the most exciting to me was when we were looking up at the guys roping down onto this structure here, and as we saw them roping down, we saw a Cobra pass through frame, and it's always good to tie that stuff in together. When you get as much in the frame as possible, that was the thing that was really exciting.
Nobody got hurt?
We came around and we got the hits on the second.
That's all I care about.
The more we sweat in peacetime, the less we bleed in the war is the kind of concept that we go with. And that's what you're seeing today. A lot of highly trained Marines out here helping out Hollywood.
I mean, everyone's just jazz. This is fun. It's boys with toys, you know?